cycles. So if McCain wins Michigan and Pennsylvania, even if he manages, let's say, for example, just to hold Florida and loses all of these other states, he still wins the election. So if he takes Michigan and Pennsylvania, he could lose Colorado, New Mexico, Virginia, North Carolina, Nevada, and Iowa and still win the election. So what's really going to have to happen is McCain really has two basic paths to victory. Number one, he can hold all the Bush states and just not lose anything, just play completely defense. And maybe he could even lose Iowa. I mean, he could lose Iowa. If he loses Iowa, then, in fact, let me put up the map. If he loses Iowa and one of these states, he could lose Iowa and Colorado, or Iowa and New Mexico, or Nevada and New Mexico, or Nevada and Colorado, or Nevada and Iowa. He could lose two out of these western four states and still win the election. I mean, I could throw in Missouri in this, but again, if McCain loses Missouri, I don't think he'll win the election. It's just a matter that if he loses Missouri, it's a sign that things are going so badly for him that I just don't think he can recover from that in general. That's one path to victory. Play defense, hold on by the skin of your teeth. His other path to victory is in the Rust Belt. Attack Pennsylvania, attack Michigan. If he wins one of those states or wins the second of those states, Obama would have to almost sweep the swing states from around the country in order to hold on. Of course, he could also go after New Hampshire, and don't underestimate that 4 electoral college vote swing, or an 8-vote swing altogether, if it goes from one party to another. But again, that's small issues compared to Pennsylvania and Ohio. And of course, he'd have to do well in the Southeast unless he compensates that by winning in the Rust Belt. Obama, as I said, really has three paths to victory. One is the Kerry strategy. Just defend all the Gore-Kerry states and win Ohio, or win in the Rust Belt. Maybe win Indiana. See what you can do over there, or even just win all the Kerry states and win Florida, and forget Ohio. Then he can lose Ohio. The other one is the Southeast. Florida's not so much a part of the Southeast from a cultural perspective. So let's say Virginia. Let's say win Virginia, win North Carolina, win Georgia, or win 2 out of these. Winning 2 out of these is enough. If we go back to it, well, my map is so messed up, it's not going to work out too well. But trust me on that one. If North Carolina and let's see. Obama has 252 and he needs 269, so he needs to flip 17 states altogether, He needs to flip 17 electoral votes altogether. North Carolina and Georgia have more than 17 together. In fact, North Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia, any 2 of them would be enough. So if he could win the election in the Southeast, and of course, also, as I said before, he could win the election in the Southwest. He could win Iowa, New Mexico, Colorado, and Nevada, or really any 3 of these states. New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, Iowa, Colorado, New Mexico, etc. Let's see, if he takes Iowa, New Mexico, and Nevada, yeah, that's also enough, because Iowa is 7, New Mexico is 5, and Nevada is another 5. That's 17 altogether, and that gets him to 269. So if you think about it, there's actually a very realistic scenario where you're going to have a 269-269 tie. If all of the states stay the same, let's look at the other. Let's look at the Bush-Kerry map. If all of the states stay the same, except Obama flips Iowa, New Mexico, and Nevada, he's gained 17 electoral votes. 252 plus 17 is 269. That would be a 269-269 tie if he kept all the other Kerry states. Then, of course, he could lose New Hampshire, and then he'd lose anyway. But so that's actually a very realistic possibility. Okay, so I think I'm basically done with my presentation. I want to thank everybody for watching. This is Stephen Haas for National Paralegal College. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation, and I hope that you, along with me, we can follow the election and become political junkies, and that way we'll have all this fun doing all this analysis. So have a wonderful day, everybody.